Hello and welcome back, everyone. I have some bad news, some good news, and some great news. The new Games Plus Expo just closed up over on Twitch, and we got a lot of information from the director of the development team over at Arcsys about the Guilty Gear Strive. The future of the Guilty Gear Strive game. If you didn't already know, let's start off with the bad news. The game was delayed till June 11th. If you pre-order, you can get it on June 8th, but that is a 2-month pushback. It doesn't feel great, but Arcsys is not going to leave us hanging. All right, let's move on to the good news. Okay, before we get to the great news, the good news is they are looking into implementing rollback into a bunch of their older games. So they didn't list any specifically, but what does that mean for Dragon Ball? What does that mean for Rev 2 or even some of the more older games people are getting into like Accent Core and whatnot? Anything like that is going to be absolutely fantastic. I really like what they're doing here. It's really kind of uniting the FGC in a way, not just with Strive, but it looks like they're looking into like the whole of Arcsys in a way. So that's going to be really neat going forward. But let's go ahead and move on to the great news. Now, they didn't say this explicitly, okay? But they kept hinting at a second beta. The reason why they pushed the game back was there was a bunch of issues, especially with the lobby. I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea. The execution was very poor. I have good internet, so I didn't have that many issues. But imagine if you're on Wi-Fi, and your internet's not that great. Some people were like lagging out of lobbies. I was even lagging out of lobbies, just sitting in training trying to find a match sometimes. So it's completely understandable they want to go back to the drawing board there and kind of figure out what's going on. But as a result, I think that they are going to be opening up a second beta. I believe the individual who was interviewing and the director also just kind of hinted at a second beta being a possibility, but I find it very likely because it seems like they're doing a lot of things just for the better of almost for the FGC, but almost just like I don't know, for the people in a way. It's kind of weird to say it, but that's kind of what it feels like. So I'm really looking forward to what they end up doing here, and hopefully we get that second beta. I would guess it would come out the end of April. It's the only thing that makes sense because at the end of the day, the second beta will be not just a PR stunt, but a second set of data so they can make even more changes. If they don't want to push the game back further, they're pretty much going to have to drop this late April to implement everything, all the feedback that we give them. So things are really looking good. So if you've been down in the dumps like me, don't worry. Looks like Arcsys has got our back, believe it or not. And if you didn't already know, they also gave us character moveset breakdowns of Ino and Anji. They look fantastic. I'll be putting up my breakdowns of their moveset that was shown off, speculations and whatnot. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video, and if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to, because we'll have these breakdowns along with more beta knowledge for you guys soon. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.